Hey, Trump supporter here. This goes out to Don Jr. and Eric. Where the is my phones? I ordered 4 gold Trump phones in the summer. Now we can't get any updates on them.
He's not alone. A
He's
bunch of
not
customers and
alone.
MAGA fans are very angry to find that Donald Trump is breaking his word again. The Trump's family business has duped whatever fans it has left. This latest grift involves the Trump family's business failure to deliver promised Trump phones after getting down payments on them from a lot of customers. Now, how many people would actually like to buy a Trump gold phone at this juncture, say in the last year? Well, considering the past ripoffs and the fact that no major cell phones are actually produced in the U.S., so this
A long
seems
shot.
like a long shot, well, you might think not that many. But the answer is well over 500,000 people each paid a $100 deposit to get in on the planned and promised Trump phone. Not a single confirmed customer, though, has gotten one.
500,000 people. Do you guys remember when Trump introduced the Trump cryptocurrency? Do you remember? Bro, when you're talking about ripping off people, I think we have an example. We really have an example. 500,000 people have made a down deposit of $100 for Trump good phone. 500,000. And you ask yourself, why is he doing this? He brought about the cryptocurrency that flopped the very next day. Actually, if you don't know about that, you can go and check about Trump crypto. He literally decided to create a meme coin, Trump and his wife. And a lot of people bought into that coin. Man, people lost their savings in it.
This is a report from the IBT. Meanwhile, the website for the so-called Trump Mobile, which isn't very mobile, includes a disclaimer. A pre-order doesn't guarantee a device will be produced or made available for purchase. I mean, that is just out there. A pre-order means not a pre-order. We just hold your $100 and we might never make the phone. The so-called Trump phone was announced with a lot of fanfare by Trump's sons last year.
Today, we're here to introduce Trump Mobile, making phones in America. It's about time we bring products back to our great country.
We're going to be having call centers for Trump Mobile in St. Louis, so we're keeping our data onshore.
We plan to build phones in America. All of our customer support is in America. A lot of people are getting ripped off, to say the least, because they don't pay attention to our cell phone plans. So I think we can do it better.
People are getting ripped off. They're going to do a better job. They're actually doing no job.
No job.
They haven't shipped any phones.
No job.
The company's selling point was that this somewhat gilded device would be made in America. You heard that in some of those clips. Now they say it will be proudly American. I guess that's kind of how the phone identifies. It will be designed with American values in mind.
This is so funny.
Whatever. But that's not how country of origin labeling works. If you're going to make something here or have it abroad, the mother of all tariffs president ought to know that. The phone reportedly now predominantly made in China. But again, that's if it's made. So far, the company now says, don't assume if you buy one or part of one that it'll ever be produced. So
Is this not fraud? This is giving me fraud. Is this not fraud?
we don't know if it's ever going to be made or where.
So who remembers this guy from a video I made a couple weeks ago?
MAGA family, I was on TikTok Live, and a fellow Trump supporter said that all he needed was my vote. I'll never be part of the MAGA family, and that I'm black, I'll never be accepted, but he just got my vote. Nah, that's crazy.
Well, he's had a couple of updates since then, and one of them that I think is significant is this one.
MAGA family, you know why I'm MAGA? It's because the MAGA people have done more for me as a whole
Wow.
than black people, my own people, have ever done for
Wow.
me.
It's a family, one that treats
Wow.
him better than the black community ever has. You know,
Wow.
today's a day that a lot of people spend
Wow.
time with their family. How is he spending today?
Yeah.
MAGA family, I still haven't found anywhere to go for Thanksgiving. I reached out to some people that commented on my post from the Pennsylvania, South Jersey area, and I got no reply, which kind of really hurts my heart. I reached out to like a couple people, and no one replied. And Honestly, I feel like I'm not gonna have anyone to spend Thanksgiving with.
You don't deserve it to
And I'm
spend.
guessing
You don't deserve to spend it with anyone. You do not deserve to. You don't deserve to spend it with anyone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
he's looking for somewhere to spend Thanksgiving because in the video just before this one, he posted about how he wasn't welcome at his brother's funeral. This kind of reminds me of a story from a couple of years back. A 19-year-old kid in South Florida did a peel out on a rainbow mural that was in the middle of a roadway for Pride Month in his lifted truck with his Trump flag flying. In fact, I believe he did it on Donald Trump's birthday. And he got arrested for that.
Out of here, you fat little coward.
Judge, un-American pieces of shit.
Cowards. Nazi piece.
And then the judge actually ended up sentencing him to writing a paper about all the victims of the Pulse nightclub shooting. He had to actually look into each of their lives and kind of write a biography about all of them, which I thought was actually probably a pretty good way to go. In court, however, he cried. He cried and told the judge that he only did that because he had kind of gravitated toward Trump and MAGA because he was looking for acceptance and he felt like he was accepted by them. That's a tactic that street gangs use. That's a tactic that white supremacist groups use to recruit. We'll be your family now. You know, if you go to a Comic-Con or a horror convention, you'll see all these people who have come there looking for their people, finding community. And in those cases, it's positive. But if someone doesn't find a positive family, they'll find the other one.
Yeah.
And here's a tip. If your family, if the people who are accepting of you are hateful of others, there's a good chance they're going to turn on you eventually as well.
Mm-hmm. That's true. If the people that are accepting you are hating on others, they will turn on you. For instance, if you have a friend that loves you and loves you because you even hate someone and that they hate also, they're gonna turn on you eventually. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time because it shows the kind of person they are. You see something goes wrong, and instead of you trying to fix what's going wrong, they are loving what you're doing and that you are. You know, when they say misery love company, this is what it is. This is really what it is. Let's continue.
A bunch of MAGA Republicans have posted photos of themselves online at Donald Trump's state fair, and they've accidentally exposed how empty it is and how nobody is attending. For example, this is Senator Roger Marshall. This is actually a screenshot from a video he posted, and you can see there's a lot of grass behind him. It is not packed. This is Republican Representative French Hill reporting live from the Ferris wheel, and you can see behind him as well, there's nobody at this fair. This right here is Republican Representative Blake Moore, and in this video, he was begging people to come because it's so empty, but as you can see behind him, there's maybe like 2 people over there. And there are many more examples, but I just find it so funny how Trump ruined a state fair, and Republicans are also exposing how empty it is. Just the cherry on top.
This is what you get when you're a patriot, right? Because we support ICE and you don't support ICE. It has nothing to do. That's exactly. We're just simply allowed to not he's a veteran as well. I'm getting kicked out of this bar here because we support ICE. We're American patriots. We support President Trump.
I thought it would be easier talking about leaving MAGA as a 3-time Trump voter than it is, but some of y'all are really mean. And I get this was me this time last year, but that doesn't matter because again, my feelings matter. Yours never mattered. The level of hate I'm getting is unreal. People telling me to have accountability, to put the work into my community instead of coming on the internet and crying for myself. Like, you just don't get it. So much for the tolerant left. You guys are exactly how the right describes you.
You see why I feel like some of these people that call themselves MAGA are senseless and some of them are really dumb because what people ask from you is just accountability. Be accountable for what you do. You don't just come and start sobbing and crying and say you regret your choice. Look at what's going on. Look at what is happening in the country. Look at a lot of things have gone bad. Your savings can't get you what it used to get you before. And now you come and say, oh, I'm no longer a MAGA. I regret voting for Donald Trump. and you expect us to just say, "Oh, come and join us. Oh, come." No, 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 no. It doesn't work that way. The proof that you regret your action is by continuously be accountable for it. Continuously, you don't just cry. You do things to the community that shows that you regret your decision, your choice to vote the kind of person you voted for. Because how make it make sense to me how you vote for someone who continuously use American resources to fund a war that he promised that it's not gonna bring America into, it's not gonna take America into any war, but he has taken this country into war many times. Just make it make sense. Just make it make sense. And now Iraq war is not ending. We are still in the war, and now he believes that the war has actually ended, and that's that's crazy. That's crazy.
Like, how do you not get that this shit is hard?
I think you're on the wrong side. 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 I don't care. Good for you. You're on the wrong side. 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 No, wait. You're on the wrong side, bitch. I'm not tourist. I'm from New York. What's good? What's good? Make sure you defund the cops all the way. Hey, when you defund the cops totally, it's gonna be you and me.
Watch this. Oh, the Aussies just mocking Trumpism. Meanwhile,
what do you make of these?
Funny enough, I don't think they are actually wrong, because Trump lost in court recently, so you can Google where he lost and how much is asked to pay in damages. So if they're saying this to him, maybe he's guilty.
Fans that are showing up here and disparaging the president, calling him a sex offender and stuff like that. Have you seen this?
I haven't seen that, but look, it's great that we get to host the World Cup. I want America to win. But if you come to our country, you ought to be respectful of our president. And think about it, they probably can't do it in their countries.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the Australians. The Australians are the ones who are really pushing this up.
oh, I know that ain't who I think it is. Florida Senator Rick Scott.
Rick Scott.
Oh,
Rick Scott.
You see, Rick Scott was heavily involved in the biggest healthcare fraud case in the history of this country. As a matter of fact, when this dude, again, a sitting U.S. Senator, former governor of the state of Florida, took the stand, he pled the fifth 75 times. And all he wanted to do was stay out of jail.
Times.
Oh, and he did just that.
75 times.
He did just that.
Times.
This Medicare fraud case was insane. But it also shows how corrupt our politics are, because this man should probably be in jail for his involvement.
75 times.
But as this even says, he didn't just avoid being charged, he got back into the industry. I mean, he wants to go off about respecting the president. My guy, you don't even respect the people that elected you. You don't respect an iota of this country. You view it as your potential slush fund. So I don't care about this. I don't.
And is that bad?
What I care about is fraudulent people who take advantage of the systems in place.
Is that bad? Is that bad? Because when these kind of things happens or are allowed, they just continue to run down this country. They continue to run down this country. You guys take advantage of the system in place, and then you consciously want us to follow you in such evil.